Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got two replays in the German Tier 8 Premium Light Tank, the Höllenhund M4190. If you do like the video, as always, don't forget to like and subscribe down below, as it really does help out the channel. And yes, the Höllenhund. It is one of the tanks that you can get in the Monster Hunter Earn-Up this year, and it is a pretty damn nice light tank. It's one that I do enjoy as a bulldog, but then I'm not the biggest fan of bulldogs in general, and it's for the reason that you're seeing here is the fact that it's a big fat light tank, and yes, I am fat shaming this light tank. And it tends to catch shots exceptionally easily, which means when you're playing quite actively with the top speed, you can just catch shots all the time and get set on fire, and this thing likes to burn all the time. And with this first game, I was going for the aggressive spotting bush, but their two light tanks YOLOing into the open meant that I didn't get to my YOLO bush, so I couldn't spot all of their team camping along the C7 area, or C5 area, sorry. But yeah, the Hollenhund is a very old light tank at this point. It's been around for quite a long time. And it is just a generally nice light tank. Obviously, it's received some buffs quite a while ago now, which has made it even better with its mobility and its gun handling, stuff like that. It's got a 72km/h top speed with a 680 horsepower engine, which is 28.94 horsepower per ton ratio, which is something it never used to have. It used to be fairly sluggish up to its top speed, but now it hits that top speed pretty easily, and it is a very, very mobile light tank. Like I say, you are a fairly large target, which means you do take hits fairly easily too, which can be a bit of pain. You do have a 20% internal fire chance, which, like I say, this thing likes to burn quite often, so it's a bit of pain in that regard. You've got 282 meters of steel concealment with the build that I run, which is okay. It's not the best for a light tank, but it's also not the worst. It's pretty alright. 525 meters of view range, however, is absolutely fantastic for a tier 8 tank, and means that you will get so much assistance damage if you play it in the right way to get your spot in, and you will be able to devalue people's camo at a good distance. You've got 54 degrees a second hull rotation speed with a 54 degree a second turret rotation speed, which means your turret does traverse as quick as your hull, and that is absolutely rapid. It does turn very, very quick, same as the turret does. 8 degrees of gun depression is also fantastic on this light tank, meaning you can use the ridgeline pretty well too, and you can play it more like a pseudo-medium than a light tank for the Höllenhund, which is quite handy. You've got 3000 DPM, 4.67 second reload with the build that I run, which is absolutely phenomenal, with a 0.31 accuracy during 100 meters, which isn't the best, but it is a light tank. A lot of them are a lot derpier. 1.96 accuracy during movement and 1.01 during rotation as well with the build that I run, which is without the gun stabilizer, means that this gun does bloom out a lot. But you can bear with it because you've got a 1.66 second aim time, which is absolutely fantastic. You've got 182mm of penetration on the standard AP, with 250 heat pen and 102 penetration on the HEP rounds. 182 pen can struggle at times, sometimes. It's pretty damn good for a light tank, though, at tier 8, I am going to admit. But sometimes you can see, like we just did on the Type 59-2, it can occasionally bounce, and you sit there going, huh? I'm not used to bouncing that. And then you realise, oh, wait, it's because I've got lower pen because I'm a light tank and I'm not a lot of the other tanks in tier 8 now that have 220+ pen. But yeah, 182 for a light tank is fantastic. 250 heat pen is great. That means you'll go through pretty much everything at tier, well, that you'll face in general. 830 meters a second shell velocity on this tank, though, is quite slow, meaning you've got to give quite a lot of lead to make sure that this round is going to hit the target, because that is fairly slow shell velocity, and that adds to the fairly derpy feeling of the gun at times. So it does have a 140% silver bonus as well, which is a little bit low. It means it doesn't quite make silver as good as a lot of other tier 8 tanks, but it does have a 150% crew XP bonus, which means that it is a very good crew trainer of a tank. A very good crew trainer, this. So if you want to train your German crews, this is the tank for you. And speaking of crews, what do I run on this tank? Well, I run Born Leader, Rapid Reload, Sixth Sense, Situational Awareness, Camouflage Expertise, Muffled Shot, Steady Aim, Snapshot, Run and Gun. All 3 gun perks to make sure this gun is as good as possible. Camouflage Expertise to get the camo down to that 280 odd camo that I have on this vehicle, with the Muffled Shot to reduce the effect of firing on my camo. The Advanced Loader, the camo net and optics in terms of equipment. Optics to get that fantastic 525 meters of view range. The camo net to get me down to that 282 meters of steel concealment. And the advanced loader to have that fantastic 3k DPM. If you feel like you're a light tank and you are okay with your DPM being a little bit lower, even though that is a strength of the tank, and you want to go faster, you could quite happily drop the loader to go at 79 kilometers an hour in this vehicle and go rapid and still have a 2.7k to nearly 2.8k DPM. It's down to you and how you want to play the vehicle. And as you can see with the first game, we're finished with the first class, the 1659 base XP, 3.3k damage, 789 damage, or 786 assistance, I should say. Pretty damn good game there for the Höllenhund, just showing off what it's capable of, really, and some of the flaws in the fact that you saw that at the start, where we don't have the best camo like a lot of other light tanks that are pushing lower than the 280, so we're a bit easier to spot, which means some of the aggressive bushes that we could go to in a lot of light tanks, we can't quite do in the Höllenhund, which, you know, can be a bad time. And it also catches shots pretty easily too, and gets lit on fire. But you also saw the strengths of the tank, and how good the gun can be with the DPM, because the DPM is phenomenal, and how fast you can shred tanks is great. So, we're on to the second replay. And this second replay, we are on Highway. And on Highway, we are playing very aggressively. We've gone straight to the bridge, which is the play to do, because if you go under the bridge, you can cut off any of their team trying to go up the AB line and completely secure the flank just in that way. And you saw that with the TL1 LPC. We spotted him in the cross, said, "Hello, Mr. TL1 LPC," and he ended up getting shut down by my team and fed us 1400 assistance damage. We're up to 495 damage already, and sadly we took a hit from the Huntsman. I was really hoping to finish the Huntsman off, but I shot Derp to the left and meant that we didn't kill him. Our next shot Derp's as well, Visible Rage, and that meant we haven't managed to shut the Huntsman down, but thankfully the Huntsman never shot us in that period of time, and we managed to finish him off. We're also spotting a 5100, which we're getting some assistance damage on, which is good, as well as spotting the guys on their camper hill. We're up to 1848 damage already with 919 assistance, and you're seeing the strength of the push that we've made in general on this map. And that is, as soon as you push down to the bridge and you've cut off their attack down the AB line, you can just push up to this ridge line here, and you'll be able to spot all the guys that do camp on their camper hill at D8, and you'll be able to spot any of the guys where the G-Saw, the 5100 was, or anything like that, and you'll get a lot of assistance if your team do support you in that regard. And plus you can then progress the attack of the flank as well by pushing underneath their gun line to the position I'm going to. But I was going to go there instantly, but the Type 59-2 was like, I'm just going to sit on top of the ridgeline, and that scared me a little bit, but thankfully he did pull back. And this is the next progression of the attack on this flank. We've got to the ridgeline, got to a position where we can just poke over with our 8 degrees of gun depression and try and farm away. We do have shots at their GW Panther, though. We put an AP round into his superstructure, and I really want to get rid of that artillery if we can. We load the HEP round because I'm trying to dodge the G-Saw, but I think, well, you know what, let's load the HEP round, see if we can kill this guy in one shot. And our 320 Alpha HE, thankfully, well, it high rolled, but we didn't get enough Alpha on that roll to kill him. We put the second shot in to finish him off. We're up to 2.2k damage and 2.6k assistance, and they're starting to be distracted now, and it's like, this is the perfect chance to get in there. We put a shot into the Kari. The 234-3 finishes him off. This G-Saw 1008, I'm pretty sure, is reloading, or is at least he's fully distracted. We went to try and finish him off, but our AT-15 finished him off. And now, Mr. Piggy, thank you, Mr. Piggy. No, we damaged him and we didn't kill the Piggy, so we didn't get our Demetrius, but we got more damage on the Piggy. And bacon, we like bacon round here. We're up to 2.8k damage and 2.6k assistance, and we're just looking at the town now. We've really got to try and get in and get the last scraps of damage that is going off in the town. So we put a shot into the side of the AMX M445. You can see how good our camo is there, that guy just never saw us, although we were a good distance away, and it was the Nomad that the AMX M445 killed that was spotting him, but a lot of other tanks might have actually got seen there. So we switched to the AP rounds to go after this Tiger Shark. I was switching to HEP to try and get the Tiger Shark out, but actually I've only got HE. I've not got any HE left. And we're now free aiming the shots at the Tiger Shark. Now you don't have any difference in shell velocity between any 3 of the rounds on the Höllenhund, so you don't have to worry about shells being slower and making it harder to hit by loading them. But we're just trying to find more shots into this Tiger Shark. Now, the dangerous thing is this guy with 3 shots can kill us. But thankfully, he hit us with 1, missed his second, hit us with the 3rd, which means that now he can't kill us, and we get to just shut down that tier 8 German light tank. And we finished the game with a really nice total there for the Höllenhund. We finished with the epic victory. 3 kills, 4,044 damage, 2,900 assistance, that's 6.9k combined. Ace Tanker Pascucci's Confederate, the high caliber. with that 2051 base XP. A really great game there for the Höllenhund, which is a really fun light tank. Most people know what it's about because it's been around for years and most people have picked it up, and it's been in other earn-ups as well as that with the standard M4190. But yeah, damn solid tank, a lot of fun to play, and you can earn it in this year's Monster Hunter. So as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
A great success.